Yeah. What's up, everyone?
What is going on? What's happening?
Welcome to Soft Share Time Extravaganza featuring Jay.
Hey, thanks for inviting me back. I'm sorry about what happened last week. I promise it won't happen again.
I have no idea what you're referring to. Also, you don't have to thank me for having you back if you're the co-host.
Oh, I've never co-hosted anything, so this is
You just thought you were a very frequent guest?
yeah. I was, it's kind of. I tried harder that way. Now that I know that I'm a co-host, it's like, why bother? Might as well just play Sonic.
Exactly. You tried really hard. I mean, you directed each episode. You carried most of the conversations. You did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention right now. I'm on Vermilion City. Is that what it's called? Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Is that going to become a distraction, or can you multitask?
I don't know if multitasking is really a thing. I know a lot of people think. Oh, there's one up. Oh my fuck! I just died. Okay, we can pause this for right now.
Here's how my morning went. I woke up.
Go?
I watched The Matrix Reloaded. Then I watched Matrix Revolutions.
I haven't seen that one. Is that like a knockoff? Is that or is that a real version?
It's a real movie. They made it.
Is Lawrence Fishburne in that one?
Yeah, Lawrence, Neo, the whole gang. Trinity.
It's funny they call her Trinity, but there's only one of her.
Here's my main issue with the movie. Like, Neo has all of these amazing powers. He can fly at supersonic speeds. Mm-hmm. He knows kung fu. Mm-hmm. He knows every battle technique in history, and yet half of the movies he's just punching people. Like, why is that? You know everything, and your best move is the punch.
Don't underestimate the good old-fashioned punch.
But
it's been around since the dawn of time, and it'll be around after we're gone.
It does almost no damage. He's just punching people in the face throughout both movies, and he never gets a KO.
Well,
he takes way too long to dispatch his enemies, and he just doesn't have any concept of tactics.
I do want to play the devil's advocate, or should I say Jesus's advocate, because we all know that Neo is a metaphor for rebirth, for Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is he your Lord? I don't mean to box you into a corner, but I think
I,
right now, live, you should tell the people whether Jesus is your King, your Lord, your he is either everything or he is nothing, and you must decide right now.
I actually already decided that I'm going to do a religion reveal at
Okay, 10,000 subscribers.
10,000 subscribers, and then I'm going to reveal what deity I believe in.
Excellent.
That is kind of a spoiler,
Uh huh.
because you know that it's
Or
whatever,
deities.
or
No,
deities.
yeah, it could be multiple.
Kind of, I kind of already limited it to monotheism. But just a
Little hint. If you guys want to start,
little taste,
you
little
know,
spoiler.
trying to whittle down the list here,
You want to try to guess who
put
it could be?
throw your guesses in the chat. Speaking of punching, you may notice my video is a little different than last week. I actually have a little story that I wanna share.
Oh yeah, I was gonna point that out. What's going on there?
It has to do with punching, so this is a really good segue. This week I was actually walking downtown, and it was particularly bright, sunny day, and the brightness on my phone, it's like stuck on the lowest setting. I don't know how, but I don't know how to change it. So I'm trying to look at a text. I got a text message, and I'm trying to look at it, and I can't see it because the sun is glinting off my cell phone. So I lift it up, and I'm sort of squinting at it, and Ryan Johnson, famed filmmaker, director of the neo-noir film Brick, he punched my phone out of my hands. I guess he thought I was taking a picture of him without consent. But here's the thing, Mr. Johnson, and yes, I'm calling you Mr. because I still, respect people, even if they're not very nice. Here's the thing, I wasn't trying to take a picture of you. I was just checking a text message. And I think that really goes to show the state of the world, where
State of the movie business.
yes,
They're running out of ideas, so they're just punching phones out of people's hands now. It's really pathetic.
but besides that, I had a pretty normal, good week. I'm glad we take this time every week just to sort of catch up. It really sets the mood. It's good. It's good for the soul. It's chicken soup for the soul.
And it's the only time we talk. It's the only time we're legally allowed to talk.
Yeah, actually, I don't even think we're legally allowed to talk now. We have to set up like 16 VPNs just to interface. So if it is deciphered, we probably will never see each other again. So let's hope that doesn't happen. That'd be game over.
All right, so that's a good catch-up session. Let's bring in our guest. I don't think it's any secret. Jay is kind of a lefty liberal. Is this fair to say?
I took one of those online, political compass tests, quizzes. It has like 28 questions, and it's supposed to, pinpoint you, and it tells you who you're most similar to. I got Mao Zedong.
So Jay's kind of liberal. Me, I took one of those tests, and my computer just caught on fire. I don't know what that means. I think it means I'm a bit of a maverick. But we're here on the soft stream. We don't just represent one side of things.
No, we like to be fair and balanced.
we like to give all, and I mean all, political persuasions airtime. No matter
Even the
how,
most rancid, right? Yeah.
exactly, no matter how ugly it is, no matter how wrong they are,
Mm-hmm.
or how loud. Because if we don't give these people a platform,
Mm-hmm.
who knows what they would do?
It's true, and what is it? Who is it? John Stuart Mill says the best way to you know stop a bad theory is to expose it to the marketplace of ideas. I don't know if that's John Stuart Mill. I'm just making stuff up.
The point is, we have a guest on the show today. He is Montpelier's #1 conservative talk show radio host in the afternoons, who host shows made for men by men. Did I get that right?
You're listening to Matt Salt, Montpelier's #1 conservative talk radio show for men in the afternoon. Here he is, Matt Salt. Hey guys, how's it going over there? Thanks for coming on my show.
Hey.
Oh,
hey,
you're
Matt.
actually on our show.
No, I guess it's a simul stream because I'm also on my show. I broadcast 23 hours of the day.
That is a lot.
Wow.
We only do 1 hour per week.
Did you bring your own voice guy with you to do your introduction on the show?
That was a pre-recorded segment of a person that I paid to record it. I don't feel bad saying that because I live in a capitalist country. So when I want to get something recorded, I pay someone to record it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I wanted to, Matt, run some conspiracy theories that I've been hearing about and see if you have any thoughts, opinions.
Oh, okay, but I'm not sure I'm going to be too good at this because I don't delve in conspiracy theories. I delve in the truth, no matter what everyone said.
I'm glad you brought that up because these are, unlike like those crazy conspiracy theories that are like pedophile rings in pizza places. It's not like that. These are actually true.
Yeah, speaking of true conspiracy theories, I think
we researched them.
Part of being fair and balanced, and Matt, I'm gonna give you your time. Soft, I'm gonna give you your time, but I do want to lend some legitimacy to the airwaves, so to speak, to our own show, and I do want to go through just a quick list of fake conspiracy theories. Pretty much the Korean Airlines flight 007 conspiracy theory, Malaysia Airlines flight MH370, Malaysia Airlines flight MH17, the chemtrails conspiracy theory, and the conspiracy theory about Black Hawk helicopters. Actually, pretty much all conspiracy theories regarding aviation, they're just not true. Aviation conspiracy theories, not true. So
absolutely right, Jay.
I hope I set the mood here and just let everyone know that we're not crazy conspiracy nuts. We generally don't believe in the aviation conspiracy theories, at least. So go for it.
Well, you guys, those were the 3 conspiracy theories that are not true. So you passed the test. I know for a fact. Other things here there, maybe they need more research, but those happen to be the 3 ones that we all know, everyone knows are not true.
Exactly. Doesn't matter your political alignment, we can all agree those are not true. Over here, here's one that is true. I don't know if you heard about this, Matt Saul. But did you know that racist white people write all this high school Spanish textbooks just to make it seem really hard to learn Spanish? But it's actually very easy to learn Spanish.
How do you learn Spanish?
Educational system is broken. You need to go to a private contractor. I myself learned to speak Spanish by hanging out at Chipotle a little bit at a time, but I went there enough that now I'm completely fluent in Spanish, mostly because while I ate my burrito, I installed Duolingo.
Exactly.
That owl is really, really cute and threatening at times. He just makes you want to learn.
He just nags you into it. That's the problem with public high school. They don't nag the kids enough, and so
Not enough owls.
Not enough owls and not enough nagging.
He spent all this money in those liberal institutions on textbook and teachers, but where are the talking owls?
That's what I've been saying for 3 months now.
Here's a little known conspiracy theory, but it is also true. Did you know girls are mean? And this is based on personal research that I myself conducted. I met 2 women, and they were both mean to me. So
that sounds like a pretty decent sample size.
Yeah.
I think we should publish this.
There's these liberal scientists who run their experiments. I ran my experiment, and I asked 100 incels what they thought about women, and it confirmed they're mean. I mean, and if that doesn't prove it,
I see no bias in that sample selection, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that the stamp of approval.
Did you know about this one though? This is also true. Did you know Coca-Cola suppresses Martin Luther King's message because he once called for a boycott of Coca-Cola? This one's real. That's why you don't hear about any of his speeches other than corporate approved "I have a dream."
I do know where I'm from. You can put peanuts in Coca-Cola and drink it.
Where are you from again? Oh yeah, Montpelier.
That's where I'm broadcasting. In radio, they move you around a lot. I've only been in Montpelier for a week and a half. Before that, I was in Amarillo, Texas, and before that, I was in Taos, New Mexico, and before that, I was in Boise, Idaho, AM 1030.
And you've been a conservative talk show host the whole time, or do you change format?
Yes, in Berkeley, California, I was a liberal, and in San Diego, California, I was a top 40 DJ.
So you just kind of change your point of view depending on the market you're broadcasting to. That's smart.
Radio stations flip formats all the time. Are you guys planning to flip formats anytime soon?
Who knows? We might.
I think we would need a format before we flip it.
We're down tempo music, spoken word.
I'd like to define us as ASMR, but that's just me.
You can do that. You can do that.
It's a free country.
ASMR, that is the 4 biggest countries that I'm worried about.
What are those?
A, America. S, Syria. M, Mexico, and R, Russia, because the liberals have invaded Russia. Anything the liberals say about Donald Trump, my man, DT, because when he leaves office, I'm going to get the shakes. Take anything the liberals say about Donald Trump, it's actually just true about the liberals.
So a lot of liberals, they accuse Donald Trump of lying. You've heard this one?
They accuse him, but I gotta tell you, those liberals, like Barack Saddam Hussein Obama, that guy built this city. He built this city.
He built this city.
Yeah, it sounds like built. It's built. It's parody. Barack Obama, B.O., because that guy stinks. That guy wants to play Let's All Go to the Lobbyists. Let's all go to the lobbyists. It's a parody, and it's Supreme Court protected free speech. I believe in all the amendments. I believe in the 18th Amendment. I believe in the 19th Amendment.
Which is
And
what?
I believe the amendment, I believe, was the Lame Duck Act. And if you want to hear about a lame duck, just look at Joe Biden. Yeah, he's biding his time before he can slink back into obscurity. That guy plays "Let's all go to the lobbyist." Let's all go to the lobbyist.
See, again, you're just doing puns and you're just doing little songs.
We're doing little songs. You play music the whole time.
You got us.
He's got you there. I'm sorry, I've been a little distracted, Matt. I'm working behind the scenes to make sure the show runs well. Do you have a director? Do you have a producer on your show, or are you sort of a one-man band back there?
I have a studio that is set up in my 2008 Pontiac G6.
Oh wow! So you're broadcasting from your Pontiac right now.
It's parked in the driveway. I am drinking right now. I enjoy a libation from time to time. Hopefully, I will not get a open container. I'd have to be pulled over in my own driveway. But yes.
Alrighty, and do you have to run extension cords from your house to power your mixer and your microphone and all that? How does this work? Are you able to drive around broadcasting, or are you stationary? Does your car work?
My car works, and a lot of it would be electrical, but I don't believe in electricity, so I have coal and gas powering all the lines that feed into my studio here in the Pontiac.
Isn't that dangerous? Don't you worry about carbon monoxide poisoning?
That sounds like one of your true conspiracies, which, newsflash, are all false. You sound like you bilked this city. You bilked this city!
Wait, you already used that one.
Yeah, I don't keep it saved on a button that I press every time I say it because I only said it once. You sound like you bilked this city. You bilked this city! That one was an octave higher.
Sounds like you're singing it each time, and it's not even a button. You're just singing it each. Am I imagining things?
I thought that when he did the intro, my thought was, wow, that sounds surprisingly like Matt Salt. I wonder if he's doing his own, voice acting. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I assumed, well, he's a professional. He probably has a professional, and he said it was pre-recorded. But after hearing him say "bilk the city" 5 times in a row, it's pretty clear that he does not have any kind of soundboard that he's pressing. He's just doing it himself. And hey,
okay, I feel like you maybe are inexperienced broadcasters. There's something called theater of the mind, and okay, I'll admit it. The machine that plays my drops is coal powered, and Coal Boy's slacking on the job. Let me roll down the window here. Coal Boy, stop that coal! Stop that coal right now, Coal Boy! Coal Boy, my machines are going low.
I'm not buying this. I mean, he said he's gonna roll down his window, and then he just did with his mouth.
Yeah.
It's a day before Memorial Day, so a day before any major holiday, I have a few beers, and then there's a couple times in between those holidays where I might drink, but I smoke weed every day. That was another drop. That wasn't me singing.
I really feel like it's you singing every time.
And Matt Salt, if you don't mind me asking, who are you memorializing this year?
The people that were killed in Benghazi. Let's all go to the lobbyist.
Matt Salt, four Americans died in the 2012 Benghazi attacks. We have over 100,000 people who have died of this pandemic. Don't you think that maybe we should be thinking about remembering, those people instead of, the four. Is Memorial Day? Is that for the armed services? Is that what it's for, or do you just remember anyone you want?
It's just for remembering, like keeping your mind sharp.
So you do some crosswords?
Play some brain games.
Yeah.
Well, you nerds might be playing brain games, but my Memorial Day, I'm going to a beach where me and my friends, despite the COVID-19 warnings, are not going to wear masks, and we're all going to cram into a phone booth like they did in the 50s, best decade.
I'm not sure you should do that.
Why not?
That's all I'll say. All right, well, I think that's enough. That's enough, Matt. That's enough giving airtime to Matt Saul.
Yeah, I call it equal time.
Thanks for coming on.
Yes, appreciate it.
Spreading your messages.
Your hate, your vitriol.
Oh, I see. You only let me be on 2/3 of the show. You are racist.
Matt Salt, before
Cut his mic.
I wanted to ask him what he thought of doomsday conspiracy theories.
We had the calculations a little bit off last week, but we consulted the scientists.
We dialed it in.
We put over $100 million more into the project.
Thank you to all of our Patreons and everyone over at GoFundMe for helping us raise the money for this doomsday clock. Much appreciated.
And I think you'll see where that money went when we pull up the clock.
Yeah. All right. So, this is my fault, Soft, for not bringing this up earlier, but we are counting down to the end of the world, and we killed a few minutes there in the beginning of the show.
Hey, life is for living.
Yeah. It looks like we have approximately 20 minutes left until the world ends. So we have about 19 minutes till midnight. Much more accurate than the other doomsday clock. So this is the real thing. Hope you guys are ready.
Don't be sad.
Don't focus on it.
We got other stuff to do. Should we open the share bag? Oh, did we say goodbye to Matt?
I just cut his mic. I didn't even say goodbye.
Yeah. Yep. That's the move. So check out Matt Nowhere. Pretend that never happened. Now, have we opened up the share bag?
The share bag is open. This is a little segment I like to call Share Time with Soft and Jay, as you can see. It's time to share.
I'm not going to try to break my record of 9 shares last week. That took a lot out of me. But who knows?
What do you got for us this week in the share bag?
Share number 1. This is called Weird Plumber.
Weird Plumber. Ooh, I like the title.
I hired a time-traveling plumber today. He said he'd be at my house between noon and 5:30 the previous day. I was kind of wondering why there was a plumber in my house yesterday.
Did you get the job fixed?
The end. Oh, that was a piece of fiction.
Oh, that wasn't a true story.
Share number 2. This is called Rules of the House. No killing. Always wear condoms at dinner. No yawning. No using the word hell. Carry your sister to school. Whisper hours from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. And there is no sex in the champagne room.
Is that based on true on a true experience, on loosely based maybe?
It's based on a true experience, but not mine. I can't mention whose it is because I signed I didn't sign a contract, but patient-doctor confidentiality, I think, works both ways. And I might have just given away who it was, but fuck. Pretend I didn't say that.
Do you mind if I go back to playing some video games while you're sharing?
The best art makes you the most uncomfortable. Therefore, Pauly Shore is the best artist.
Yeah, the best art is bad.
Speaking of which, here is share number 4. This is called Parrot Story. My parrot called me asshole today, and I'm pissed because even though I taught them to say it, I'm pretty sure they meant it this time.
Yeah, that's harsh. I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about that anymore?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Alrighty. Well, I just want to let you know I'm here for about the next 15 minutes. Then I'll be gone. So if you do want to talk, try and get at me before the live stream ends.
For sure.
If you want to bare your soul.
And the final share, unless Jay wants to grace us with his words. Here's the final one from me. This is called Wednesday Down at the Bar. The bartender just serves lake water. And she's a really awkward seductress. And I'm on a quest to get fucked up. And I'm the douchebag who hates himself. And the bar isn't crowded at all. And 3 fat guys walk in. And one of the fat guys orders French fries with dog shit on them for some reason. And if you lie under this funnel with your mouth open and let me pour stuff from my fridge into it, you'll get $30. And I was walking in San Francisco and I had my life threatened by a guy in a Green Bay Packers jersey. And I'll effing shoot your ass, bitch, is what he said. And I just kept walking because I have nothing to say to Packers fans.
I'm sorry, I was playing Sega. What's up?
Alright, let's close up the share bag.
Alright.
Closing up the share bag.
That's it for share time. Thank you so much for all your wonderful. Would you describe that as poetry?
The doomsday clock is getting so close to midnight. Can we check on that really fast?
Yeah.
Not to like invalidate your experiences.
Okay, I'm gonna pause Sonic. Yeah. Check out my YouTube. Looks like we're about I'd say
6 minutes?
7 minutes from midnight.
It seems like just enough time to do our final segment. It's called Facts. Can we get the graphic?
The graphic's up. I'm ready. Let's do this. Facts.
Facts. Set the record straight. Did you know this? Did you know Tom Cruise is actually straight?
Facts.
Did you know this? Hakuna Matata, from The Lion King?
Love it.
That actually means F you.
Ooh, facts. I didn't know that, but
it doesn't mean no worries for the rest of your days.
careful.
one of those.
You can't say any more of that song, or else we're gonna get a copyright strike. So.
Yeah, I'll be careful. It's one of those dirty Easter eggs that Disney sometimes puts in their movies.
Yeah, like
to
the
titillate.
penises, like the penises in the grass, or the naked women in windows.
Here's a fact. Did you know Nick Cannon actually owns an antique Cannon collection?
I didn't know that. Do you think did he buy it because of his last name, or is he just?
It's just a coincidence.
Wow.
Just a coincidence.
Wow.
He bought a whole Canon collection, and then someone's like, "Oh, because your name," and then he's like, "Oh, I just realized that." Here's a fact. Did you know 1 out of 100 babies born in the United States is born without parents?
That's one of those really sad facts, unfortunately.
But we still have to talk about it.
I'm sorry for bringing everyone down. Do you have a happy fact you could hit us with here?
Here's the happy fact. Did you know that there's nothing in the rules that says dogs can't commit murder?
You know, everyone loves dogs. I would say that dogs are sort of having a minute right now, and
For sure.
you know, everything that dogs do is just so adorable, including homicide. I'm for dog homicide, as long as it's dog on human.
Yeah. If you're not for dog homicide, like, what's wrong with you? Are you a cat person? Do you have any facts you want to share? Jay?
Yeah. Here's just my only fact for the week. Labor unions are for poor people.
Now, I feel like did Matt Salt just come back in the room?
You don't see Uncle Jeff Bezos, you know, whipping out his union card. You know who I'm going to be remembering, who I'm going to be memorializing?
Maybe if he was in a union, he would have that $1 trillion by now.
Right? But I'm going to be memorializing Jeff, Elon, Bill. Let's give it
Bill
up
Hader.
Bill Hader and Bill Gates and Melinda. Bill Murray. Let's give it up for them all. You know, they're very successful. They're not in unions. Bill Murray isn't in the actors union. What they have given up for this country by paying people wages.
It's almost like a mini death.
It is.
Like, whenever I get out my wallet to pay for groceries, I'm like, I want to die. So anyway, that is our tribute to the real heroes. One more fact. This is the final fact.
Oh yeah, hit me with it.
And then we'll close up the fact bag. Did you know Che Guevara hated having his picture taken?
That's a fact.
Ironically. Alright, let's check back in with that doomsday clock.
All right, looks like we got about 30 seconds. Do you have an outro for us here? We're gonna need it quick.
I gotta read the credits.
All right, while you read the credits, I'm gonna.
Soft and Jay was produced by
Jay. Play some
music by Drone Rivers, dronerivers.bandcamp.com, and also music by Sound and Noises. No internet presence for Sound and Noises. Before everyone dies, I just want to say, it's been real.
It's been real. That's what I want to say. All right. Well, let's check one last time.